Here with linebacker Colby Fields after the first day of fall camp. Now let's go ahead and open up the questions, guys.
Colby, where have you seen the defense grow?
We just been focused on getting better day by day. I mean, I knew we grew for sure from the spring to our first day in training camp today with the communication-wise. I mean, I remember when we first got here with him, we weren't communicating at a high level, and things weren't clicking as well. And as we got through spring and we got through OTAs, since the communication picked up, our defensive play picked up, and everything been moving way smoother.
For guys like you in a couple of years, does a day like this, first fall practice, teach you close to the game, get the same level of excitement for each field?
Yeah, but I know I just try to stay, not too high, never too low, stay right in the middle. Because if you get too high, you always gonna face adversity, either first day of fall camp or the last game. So if you get too high, when you hit that down low part, you ain't gonna know how to get back up. So if you stay right in the middle, you'll always be all right. We always have high expectations, not just for me and Chief, but for the whole group. From whatever first group to the last group, it doesn't matter. I mean, as always, we go out there and hunt. We play together, we fly around, and we just try to take heads off. You approach it with everything. You go to the meeting, you're trying to take the meeting, take something away from the meeting. You go on the field, you're trying to take the football. You walk in anywhere, you walk in the classroom, you're trying to take the classroom, anything. It's just a mentality. Whatever we go into, we're trying to win, we're trying to take it, and we don't want nothing given to us. So if we got to go out and get it, we got to do what we got to do. Oh, I mean, I like the message. I mean, I always believed in, unity in the team, and everybody has a role. And I'm willing to die for anybody on this team. I mean, I'm not scared to say it. I mean, I'll go out there, anything can happen on the football field. But as long as I got all my brothers, I'll be all right.
Obviously, being named preseason defensive player of the year, does that set a personal bar for you that you want to achieve that, or do you kind of just put that in the back burner?
Nah, I don't really set nothing. I mean, I ain't get it yet. They just chose me for it. I mean, it doesn't really change the fact the way I approach the game or nothing, because either if they pick me or not, I still got to go out and take it and earn it at the end of the year. Just the mentality, you know what I'm saying? You go out, when you play defense, some people go out and actually play defense. So we go out and try to change the dynamic of the game. I would want to take my first step before the offense take their first step. So, I mean, it comes with a lot of film study, a lot of reps, a lot of practice, and a lot of playing together and communication, like I said for the first question. That'll make it easy. Appreciate you.
All right, everyone is ready. We've got center Landon Nelson. Let's go ahead and open up the question, guys.
I know you mentioned it, you felt like you guys finally have an identity offensively. I guess just like how you guys seen that progress maybe in the offseason program and just day one offense.
Yeah, I mean, we've been out there all summer practicing, with the new offense and, getting more comfortable with it as we go. As far as the identity, I think Coach Frankel's done a great job of establishing the fact of what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and we're going to be real detailed. And we always got a long ways to go, but, I think we're going to go a long ways. So, I mean, I think we're just going day by day here. We're going to see how, it progresses as fall camp goes, but I think we've been doing a pretty good job.
You're going to on that offensive line. What are you looking for day to day from your group, improvement-wise, trying to control that last year?
And I think with our group, it's just having good intent. I think we got a lot of talent. We're really close. We're all real good friends. We hang out outside of here all the time. I think just having good intent when we show up, and no matter how we all feel, and we're all picking each other up because we're all going to have bad days, Maybe some of us have good or bad altogether, but we're going to pick each other up, and we're going to go out there and have good intent and get better every day. Can you say that again? I'm sorry. Yeah, I think we put in we did a lot of the stuff, right when he got here before the bowl game. So I mean, a lot of the verbiage and stuff was hit it on us in December. So as the spring went, it pretty much now, I don't even think about what we used to do. You know, this is what we do now, and this is, I think it's ingrained in all of our minds. We've been repping all summer long, so it's been pretty smooth. I think there hasn't been any really, we're going to struggle a little bit with a new system, but I think for the most part we've handled it really well.
You and Evan, obviously been together for several years now, right? But you mentioned how the offensive line hangs out outside of the football, and you and the quarterback can make sure you get a comfortability just and a friendship outside of
Oh yeah, no, me and Evan have hung out quite a bit together too. We took a little hunting trip in last March together, so we spent a lot of time together. He's a great dude. We've grown to be pretty close since he's gotten here. Since I was kind of an older guy, even when he came in as a freshman, you know. So we've been pretty close. You know, I think that just grows every day. You know, just taking snaps from him and whatever. So it's good.
You guys battling with guard spots. What's kind of the level of communication you have with them as far as expectations and what do you think? Pointers, what's just kind of the dynamic that you have with them as you kind of battle?
Man, I think we don't even really see it like that right now. I think we're going out there and getting better, and we got a lot of guys that are really good. And I think we got a lot of guys that are going to play, and it just is what it is. And you know, you might have to take a seat on the bench for a drive for your buddy while he's fresh. And I think it's a common understanding in our room that we're really good, and we're going to be really, really good if we're all fresh and ready to go. So, you know, there is that battle. You know, you want to be named a starter and all that, but I think there's nothing personal. You know, I'm there for everybody. You know, whether it's 1 through 4. You know, so it's good. I think those guys are just really trying to work hard and just get better and, you know, make us as good as we can be.
All right, Landon, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next time, man, I'll get you to take your beanie off, huh? Your wave cap? No. Huh? No? Not gonna get you to take it off ever? Yeah.
Everybody good? All right, here with head coach Sonny Cumby. Coach Cumby, you opened up fall camp today. Can you just give me an opening statement on how day one went?
Yeah, I think day one for fall camp was a really good day. I think offensively, defensively, guys were flying around. Special teams, I think, guys, we have a lot of depth on this team, a lot of athleticism. But that's really the expectation for our team in day one in terms of how we practice. We've prepared all summer long. The guys have done a phenomenal job, you know, in the offseason throughout the course of the summer. I don't think Coach Scholes is anywhere he's been has had over 20-plus guys that have squatted over 500-plus pounds or deadlifted over 500-plus pounds anywhere he's been. And so undoubtedly our team has gotten stronger physically. I think we've gotten stronger from a chemistry and cohesiveness. And for the first day of fall camp, as far as I'm concerned, no one got injured. No one's told me that yet. So that's always a positive because there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of different emotions that run through a young man's body and mind as you go through fall camp practice one. Some have been here, some haven't. Even if you've been here, there's a certain level of excitement. And I think that what I saw today was a prepared football team. And so a prepared football team can, even though you have maybe some anxious moments for a game or practice, maybe you have some excitement, maybe you have some jitters that maybe won't be there tomorrow, or maybe they will be. I think our football team was very well prepared, and that is a credit to our coaches. And you know, we'll watch the film and get into our walkthrough tonight. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this football team. I'm excited about this season because of the players, the talent level of our players, and the chemistry and camaraderie that we have in this team.
You mentioned with Coach Franklin in the offense, it's further along than the previous seasons. Is there anything in fall camp, like benchmark-wise, you want to continue to see them, just continue to grow?
I think just efficiency and how they execute. You know, I think that's the big thing is protecting the football. I think the tempo, they operated with the tempo really well today. I think that for a practice one, just the little things that, you know, if you're there watching it and not looking for it, you know, our guys did a great job in terms of their alignments, in terms of the snap count, in terms of guys, you know, being on and off the ball when you play with a tight end, when you don't play with a tight end, just alignments from a receiver standpoint, running back standpoints based off of the plays, all of the little details that Coach Franklin and our coaches on offense talk about. There's still some moments where guys, you know, as far as catching the football and getting upfield, we've got to do more training on the individual side from that standpoint offensively. But, you know, in terms of a benchmark, I think it's just, you know, you start the day right here, and then you got to end the day right here. And then you start the next day at the same level, and then you just kind of every day, you know, get a little bit better. Every single day on offense, and I think that Coach Franklin is a guy that's been highly successful and knows what it looks like and is going to be able to do that for us. Yeah, Jay's probably going to be more a day-to-day situation, just getting back from his shoulder and just kind of seeing how he feels in the recovery process. Hopefully, we'll have him back, by the middle of fall camp.
I saw you today, at least from my perspective, that you were a bit more, passive from a coaching perspective now. Obviously, last year, you were kind of calling off plays a lot. Franklin as an OC, Olsen as a DC and everything. Have your, the right word for way of coaching changed, or even more kind of a broad view compared to last year, where you were kind of more hands-on with the quarterback in the offense, and now you have Franklin who's going to be that, hands-on, you can kind of take a wider view of everything?
Right. Yeah. That's really as far as that's what my job is now. I feel like I'm John Stockton to the mailman. Like I'm trying to assist everybody. Like I'm trying to set up everybody for success, and I'm evaluating, really everything that we do from a player standpoint, the talent level that we have. I'm looking at these young guys and watching them in Indy drills change direction, their movements, their coachability. Do we think that this player who's a freshman or this player who just got here that we're really depending on, do I think that he's going to be able to do that for us? Is the organization and the structure of our drill efficient? Are our players getting better? It's also, I get to come alongside after a guy's been coached and have conversation with them and encourage. And really, you learn a lot in every facet by just watching and listening. And so that's really what I've been able to do from an organizational standpoint is watch a lot. I can listen a lot to the conversations that I'm having, the conversations that are going on with players and coaches, and just see how people respond. And that part of it has been a change for me. And I have had to be very intentional, just like just like Coach Veal, the running back coach. Every day he has a plan of attack, and this is what I'm going to do. It's no different for me. This is my plan of attack. These are the periods that I'm going to be watching this position. This is what I'm going to be looking for, and this is why I'm over there. I'm over there to learn as much as I can on defense as well, just because I've been on offense my whole career, and I want to learn and see the individual part of how everything builds together defensively, and see that, and to make myself a better coach overall. And then the special teams is great because you get to be a part of all of it also. And so we've got 3 really great coordinators. Special teams, we've been one of the top 20 teams in special teams last year. Coach Sharp's done a phenomenal job. I'm just trying to make his job better and easier and successful. Reiterate his message. And it's the same thing with Coach Franklin. It's the same thing with Coach Olsen. And so, yeah, I have taken really a step back and just making sure that everyone is getting everything they need in every way to be an excellent football team. And because that's our goal. And I tell our players all the time, and I tell our players and our coaches, is everywhere you go, you should exude excellence. And this program should be no different. From the practice fields, to the turf that we have now. To how we carry ourselves in meetings. It's all about winning and carrying yourself that way. And I get a different viewpoint of watching that and aiding in that process. Yeah, it's very helpful for Evan and Blake and having them and their experience. And they've been here a long time, and they've been through 3rd fall camp for both of them. They've been through competitions. They've been through a lot of game action, Evan in particular. But also what helps that other part of the equation for those two is Trey Kukic. Trey really helps those two because Trey's a really good player from Saddleback College out in California that we signed, number 2, and is competitive, is feisty, and does a great job. And since he's been here in spring, has gotten better and better. And so Evan and Blake have gotten better and better. And all 3 of those guys are competing. And it'll be, from a practice standpoint, it's one of those things where it's under evaluation every day. But I think you can tell that Blake and Evan are both very comfortable here, just in their surroundings with their teammates and with the offense as well. And then you add Trey, who's kind of getting his feet under him, but has definitely pushed the group. And it's 3 guys that are really competing well.
You guys saw Evan running with most of the ones today, or are you saying that it's still in competition?
If we were to play tomorrow, absolutely, Evan. Yep, he's going to be the guy, and it's the depth chart changes at every position on a daily basis, on every defense and offense, and so and they know that, and Coach Franklin's had those conversations with them as well, just from the standpoint of it is you're running with the ones today where you have to perform that way to stay at that group.
Receiver-wise, I think we saw Devin and Dane and Jalen kind of running most of the ones. I guess we talk about Devin in spring, but I guess for Dane and Jalen, what kind of led them to get the boost in the rest there?
Yeah, and I think, again, the next time you're here, you may see another group with the ones. It's going to be a very fluid situation. Marquise Singleton made a ton of plays down in 7-on-7. We were two-potting on the other side. Trey Everhart. I think what I'm really proud about our players is they're not caught up, and they're not caught up in, oh, well, I'm going with the fours, I'm going with the threes, or I'm going with the twos. Fortunately, we have enough numbers right now. We can two-pod 7-on-7, where we have two groups going, and we'll mix those guys up. But they're concerned about being productive with that rep. If I go with the fours, if I go with the ones, like, just go out there and dominate your rep, no matter what group you're going with. And that's what I was really proud of with our group today, is there was not a flinching. There's not a body language. They understand I'm going out there to compete. And so I think I got like Trey Everhart, Marquise. But you mentioned Devin had a really good spring. Has top-end speed, and I think has had a really good summer. And really his career, he's just got to stay healthy. And I think that, he'll be able to do that here. We've got a great plan for him here with Coach Scholes. And I think with Dane, just an incredible. Dane walked on this spring. He was a walk-on receiver. He was teammates with Trey and wanted to come here and play, and quickly earned a scholarship after the spring. And is just one of those guys that just loves football, does exactly what he's coached to do, does it at a very high level, and has gotten stronger, and he's gotten better and better and better since he's been here. And then Jalen Mickens, as a freshman, really impressed. There wasn't a plateau in the spring for Jalen. It was really an upward trajectory for 14 practices. I don't know if you count the showcase. I don't think you can count the showcase, Matt. I don't think they'll let us count that showcase, even though he may have made a few plays in the 7-on-7. But he had an upward trajectory all spring long. And so I'm really excited about Jalen. And there's other guys in that mix, Dedrick Latulis, Jay Simon. Chase Grosfield's gotten so much better since the spring. Luke Watkins is another freshman who's really, really impressed. And then Marlon's done a phenomenal job. And he's running, he's powerful and in and out of breaks. And so I think it's a group that you'll see. There may not be a guy that catches 80 or 90. There might be, but there will probably be a bunch of guys that catch 60 to 50, just because we're a really, really talented group in that room. Yeah, I think that he's a guy, and he's targeted 6 times. He catches it 6 times, and he makes the contested catches. He's covered, but he catches it. He's in traffic, he catches it. It's high ball, he catches it. It's down at his shoestrings, he catches it. It's back shoulder, he catches it. That's our expectation for Eli. Is my expectation for him is that he's the undoubtedly best Conference USA tight end and one of the best in the country in terms of his production and his play. I think inline blocking, whenever we ask him to do that, I think there's room to continue to really exert his physicality there. And so blocking in the perimeter on screens and bubbles and flares. But I think that he needs to take just the next natural step that he's really prepared himself to take in this fall camp and this season.
All right, Coach, you're good.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.